I think of him as kind of the Google of the time, you know. So he felt belittled when these books would come out or these products would come out, and sometimes he felt, I don't even get a thank you. I don't even get a mention. So his knowledge and the way he went assembling that knowledge, he felt was not recognized and was not appreciated often by his more formally educated peers.
Well, that sounds familiar, because I know the story is told that when he lived at 105 Kosciuszko Street in Brooklyn, one of his friends, or many of his friends, but I know one in particular, would come to him and say, Arturo, you have all these books, you have all these memorable stuff, and you loan them out to folks, and sometimes you don't get them back. And so why do you do that? And of course his answer was, well, it's education that I'm trying to give, and they're stealing it, and that's fine, because that's what I want them to have. So that was a kind of a story that lets you know a little bit about how he really felt about what he did. So do you think that he was like intimidated because he lacked the degree that his peers, for instance, whom he collaborated with in many respects, and all of whom came to him for help in their own work? In fact, I think there was some friction between him and Du Bois. And
there was a few people.
Right.
I know you want to weigh in, but certainly, I mean, of course. The fact that he was considered a self-taught historian, vis-a-vis people who had gone to Harvard, like Du Bois and others, he felt that they looked down on him.
There is racism in Puerto Rico.
Racism, right?
Racism in Puerto Rico. For me, this is one of the reasons, because many scholars know about the legacy of Schomburg, but he is not in. There is any book, scholar book. He's not in the curriculum. For that reason, I wrote the book. I want that they put this book in the curriculum, and it's incredible that when we study in Puerto Rico, we know who is Abraham Lincoln, we know who is John F. Kennedy, we know who is many presidents of the United States, but I know about the legacy of Schomburg when I was a librarian with a master's degree in librarianship, but I don't know who was. I knew who was he when I went to an activity in the museum of the University of Puerto Rico, and it's incredible. And I think that the problem is a little bit of racism